Welcome back to the Golf Bay podcast. I'm Rhiannon.
And I'm Andrea.
And as always, we have a wine. Well, not always. Sometimes we have a liquor.
Yeah, we've been featuring lots of fun things, but today we have a wine.
Sea Sun. We've had her on our wall.
From day one.
But she's branded a little bit different this time.
They did. They just brought a new label. It used to be white and gold and very minimalistic. Mm-hmm. And they have recently changed to a beach label. Which it is cute because, like, it's on brand. It's on brand. It looks a little like, it's not my favorite label.
No, their last label I thought was really minimal, really cute. It looked really well on the wall, like with everything else. And now it kind of just...
It sticks out a little bit more now.
Yep. I'm sure that was their intention.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
But Sea Sun is a fantastic Chardonnay. And if you were here from the start, she was by the glass, right?
Yeah, she's always been by the bottle.
Okay.
She's always been by the bottle, and this is one of the ones that I sell by the bottle so much that we have to order cases. Mm-hmm. Usually by the bottle, we're just ordering a few bottles here and there to keep up, but this one we usually order by the case.
It's a really good, affordable Chardonnay if you're coming to just drink. I think it's middle of the pack, so if you aren't sure that you love a Chardonnay, this would be a really fun one to try.
This is a very easy Chardonnay. Yeah. I was doing a little bit of research on it. It's not from just one region. It's the entire California coastline. So it's a blend from many different vineyards. And it is all coastal, which they said the name, that's where it comes from. The sea, you get like the breeze and the wind from the sea. And then sun, like you're still on the coast, so you get like the warming, ripening of the grapes.
Did we find this one at the trade show? The first trade show we go to, did we already have it?
No, I feel like we found this at the trade show because it is a Wagner wine. So the same people that do Camus, which is like high-end luxury wines. It's the same guy.
Yep.
So it's kind of like your affordable luxury that everyone's like, I feel like that's a trending buzzword is affordable luxury.
Oh, yeah. And the Wagner family, if you like Camus, you know the Wagner family. Mm-hmm. We have a few of the other wines that the family does, and they all kind of have their own route. So they're sisters, uncles, cousins, brothers.
Like, it's like a truly full family affair.
And it's kind of fun to be like, oh, well, this is like Conundrum, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Conundrum is Wagner family.
Yes, and I think it's one of the sisters, but don't quote me. It's really hard to keep up with their family tree because there's a lot of them, and they all make their own wine. So, Sea Sun was one of the ones. And please come try her if you've never had her.
It's a crowd pleaser. I didn't really know I liked Chardonnay until I started drinking it because of Gulf Babe. And I'm like, hold up, wait. I got a Chardonnay last night with my fish.
Nice. We had a Chardonnay distributor brought to us, 2 days ago. And I was like, man, I guess I do like that.
Which one?
Bryn Mawr.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
That was fantastic.
No, that was good.
Yeah. But I love Oregon wine, so... But this is so fun. We're all about coastal wines. We have a lot of coastal wine themes, like with our wine club. And just when we add things to our wall, like we always have a backstory. So just the fact that this is coastal, it may be on the West Coast, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So look for the beach on the wine wall because she is a beach.
You can't miss it.
Nope. Here she goes. Okay. Well, speaking of wines and just picking wines, and I feel like we've had a lot of wines go out.
You know, I know we've talked about this before on the podcast that like I didn't really like ever envision being like, oh, this wine got dropped, this wine is discontinued, because like I go to a restaurant and they usually always have what I'm looking for. So to have so many wines be discontinued, dropped by distributors, change distributors, I'm like, y'all are making it hard to keep up.
Yes. And all of that to say is that we're always pivoting in Gulf Babe.
I feel like we're the queens. Yeah. Pivoting.
Like, there's always a problem to be solved. You think that you have it figured out? No. You do not. Don't even. Don't
get comfortable.
So recently, we've talked about DoorDash, and that is truly live at this point. We've kind of been, like, back and forth. It was a little bit of a longer process than we anticipated.
Yeah,
but
it really was.
We're here now.
We're live.
So, if you want us on DoorDash, you do have to order one food item in order to order our alcohol, but you can order as much food as you want. But with that, some growing pains came.
Yep, and this has kind of been a growing pain that you've noticed a little bit longer than I've noticed. I don't know why I hadn't noticed, but it is packaging a charcuterie board to go is complicated.
And I don't think a lot of people knew that they really could do to-go orders, even though we've tried to market it that way, but I understand. I'd much rather want to go somewhere and eat a charcuterie board there. But it is such a great lunch, especially if you like work with one of your best friends around here. Like, order a charcuterie board, go sit outside and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, before it took 3 of our boxes to pack up.
Like, our boxes are like, it's perfect for our sandwich.
It's perfect. The sandwich, the chips, it looks fantastic.
But it was just too small for the charcuterie board. Because if you've been, you know our charcuterie board comes out on, like, a giant platter.
Yeah.
And then also the charcuterie board has, like, I call wet items and dry items. We've got cream cheese with Tabasco. We've got hot honey.
Yeah.
Olives are, like, a little wet and juicy.
And if they mix, like, the crackers get on the olives for extended period of time, the crackers are going to get soggy. And
so we're putting them in all these little portion cups, but then you can't fit that many portion cups in the to-go container. And then we were using 3 to-go containers for 1 charcuterie board.
Yeah.
And I know that had to be clunky for the customer, and it was clunky for our kitchen. Like, it just, like, wasn't flowing.
And, like, for us, we're all about the visuals. Even with our drinks, like, our garnishes, our cups, like, it's always about the visuals. And that may sound really silly, but when you get a charcuterie board to go, I still want you to feel like you're in the store.
Yeah, you're like, that still looks good. Whereas, like, right now, I think it was someone probably just gets it, and they're like, it's a lot of boxes.
Yeah. They're like,
and a lot of cups.
Build your own.
Yeah.
But we asked our distributor for, like, our paper products and goods to send us some options for our charcuterie board, and she sent us arguably the most perfect option.
I don't want it to, like, tip over. But it's big. It's a platter. It fits our entire charcuterie board. We still have cups for, like, the wet items, like olives and strawberries and hot honey and, like, the cream cheese. But then everything else that's dry can be in there.
It looks so cute.
It does. Like, this is what I would want if I wanted a charcuterie board to go. Like, you can still visually see it all.
Yes, I love this. This is so much better, and it just visually looks gorgeous.
Okay, but now we still have to pivot because I didn't even think of this. Bailey went to get the bag, and she was like, so this doesn't fit in the bag. And I was like, you're right. That is not going to fit in the bag that we have. So we're going to have to find a little bag stitch.
Curious on DoorDash's policies, like, if you can just sticker the sides.
Like sealer? Like, just seal it closed?
Or does it have to be in a bag? I have no idea.
I don't know. Well, because then
usually
I'm like...
they have their own bags, right? I don't even know if it'd fit in that.
I don't know. I've got no idea.
Yeah.
I don't DoorDash enough.
So...
or Uber. I don't, like, do any delivery service, I feel like.
No, not here. We live on a tiny island. There's literally no reason for us to DoorDash. Now, if you're on vacation and you don't have a car...
Yeah.
Or, like, something like that, absolutely. Or you've been drinking and you're starving and you want a Golf Babe charcuterie board?
Say less.
Absolutely. But I live 3 minutes down the road.
I was about to say, we live in the middle of everything, and if I want it, my husband's like, I can go grab it. And I'm like, okay.
We also have Teslas, so it's like...
Yeah, like, it just, like, drives you there.
Yeah.
Like, it's, like, super easy.
Yeah, it's great. But DoorDash has been really fun. I think it has really forced us to pick up our to-go order, like, standard, which I think is great anyway, because people do order these to go and then go sit in the courtyard. And I do want to increase those sales as summer comes, because I would most definitely see more people in the courtyard.
And I can see this being, like, a picnic. Like, people are bringing their families in a blanket. Like, that'd be cute. Even at Portside. Like, you're coming for Monday movie night, and you have a toddler, and you don't want your toddler to eat fried chicken. Yeah. Like, or just cookies and ice cream and sugar. Like, come get a charcuterie board to go.
That's perfect. That is a great
meats
little
and
picnic.
cheeses. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And again, girls, you can take that to the beach. You don't want to make it? Come pick it up. Take it to the beach.
And we have other alcohol on DoorDash, which I didn't really know that you could do until I started looking into it. And I was like, gasp, why aren't we doing this? Like, I can DoorDash alcohol?
No, it's
Say
perfect.
less.
Like, we can do, right now, it's basically anything that's already sealed. I would love to expand to do cocktails, but again, I don't really know the rules and regulations on that, but maybe
we're
in the
going to have to dig into it, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed.
Not opposed. But anything that's sealed, so wine, beer,
seltzers.
Yep. Anything that we have canned or bottled, you can buy on DoorDash right now.
And have it delivered to you. So you want to go to the beach with some surf sides, get a charcuterie board, DoorDash will just bring it all to you.
Yeah, it's perfect. So, DoorDash, thank you so much for helping us get set up. It was a process.
Which I will feel was our only big win out of the Las Vegas Bar and Restaurant Expo. Like, I'm really glad we got to meet with them and, like,
there was something else the other day. Oh, the tahine. I will say tahine. You were a win. Not that I just discovered you at the show, but...
It, like, really got your mind thinking, and you might see the tahine on a drink this summer.
Yes, or this weekend.
Oh, yeah, this weekend. Duh. That's first.
At the 1-year birthday party.
Ah!
I know, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited when you messaged this morning, what is everyone wearing? I was like, I haven't even had time to think. It's going to be red or pink or orange. Red, pink, or orange.
I was thinking, I'm really mad. So I got that pink, like, dress from Aritzia in Vegas, and they had a cheetah print one that was just like it. But everyone knows Aritzia is kind of expensive. So I said if I won a jackpot in Vegas that I would go get the other dress. Well, I did not win a jackpot in Vegas. I gave Vegas all my money, so I didn't go get the cheetah dress. But it would have been perfect for this. But we're going to go shop some of our local boutiques, and I'm sure they've got something around here. And then we've got Pilates and Prosecco, and I was immediately like, red. I want to wear like a red set.
And then I showed up today.
Yeah, with
in
red.
in my red outfit.
You have red. So we're going to see what we can find. But
I'm super excited, especially for those spicy pineapple margaritas rimmed with tahini.
Not just tahini, babes. Like sweet tahini. Like the sweet spicy. You probably haven't even had it yet.
I know. Oh,
I hadn't even heard of it until the show.
And you got the chamoy that washes off the dishwasher, which is a heaven sent because...
Yes. Tahini, you are fantastic for doing that. Yeah. They saw a problem. They fixed it. They said chamoy is too hard to wash off as a garnish. Don't worry. We'll make our own.
Yeah.
And she said it just washes right off with water. Like, it's like, I don't know what that's called, but...
Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. That's a big thing. Like, all of our Christmas drinks had frosting, and it was a pain in the butt for our girls to, like, clean the cup before putting it in the dishwasher because, like, the dishwasher alone was...
They probably hated us for that.
And then we continued it into February for Valentine's, and they were like, I'm going to kill you.
But it was so worth it. It was so good. But speaking of some drinks, though, we are redoing a menu.
Yep. Y'all know us. We always talk about pivoting. Every 3 to 4 months, we look at that menu.
So we say summer starts Memorial Day. So you will see a new menu out Memorial Day. And I do want to do a big shout out because we are doing something not for the girls.
Ooh.
Boys, you've got a boy menu coming. Just for you. You sit down, you're going to have your own menu. With things that we think you are going to like.
Yeah, because I think, I don't know, our menu is for the girls. Like, everything about Gulf Babe is for the girls. And I've always been like, oh, you push everyone away that's, like, not your brand. But we do have a lot of guys coming in. And so we're going to have this little mini menu for guys. And, like, oh, baby, that big menu is for the girls.
Yeah, you don't want that.
You don't want that one. Here's your little menu.
This is a reward for coming to Gulf Babe with your women.
Yeah.
Bring her on a date. You get a reward. You get your own menu.
Yeah.
And there's one more reward that we're adding to the big menu. Are we adding it to the big menu?
What?
Alabama Light.
Oh, yes. It's on the big menu. Yeah.
So again, another pivot. I think we both were like, no. Like, we're not doing any, like, just, like, light beers or anything like that. It just doesn't really fit the brand.
Well, I just didn't want, like, big name. Like, no offense to Miller, Coors, Michelob. Like, I love all of that. But, like...
It's just not.
That's... Yeah. I just wanted something more boutique. And whenever they brought us Alabama Light, like, it has a mermaid holding a flag on it. And it's, like, really good light beer. And I'm like, okay.
And it's, like, very comparable to the, like, domestic beers that a lot of people ask for. So...
But it's still boutique-y and smaller, and it's local. Like, I felt like it really fit our brand. I'm like, okay, this is something that, like, every time someone walks in asking for a light beer...
This is a good ad.
It's going to be a great ad.
This is going to be really great for the guys that come in and they just kind of want a beer. Like, they're not really martini drinkers or liquor drinkers, and they just want a beer. We've got you. Same for the women. I've had a lot of people ask for beer. Like, just like a domestic beer. I'm like, sorry, girl.
Sorry.
So, I'm very excited for that ad.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, minor changes. I don't feel like there's anything that's so big, but, like, moving, I've gotten this comment a lot, that our wines by tap, I also had, like, the hard soda and the seltzer in that section, and people weren't buying it because they were looking at that section for wine.
Yeah, so they weren't sure what it was.
Yeah, so I moved it over to, like, the beers and seltzers, even though it's technically on tap.
Yeah. I listened to a podcast about...
The psychology.
Yeah. And, like, what your menu is for your business, and at the end of the day, it's a billboard. It is marketing for you. And so we kind of had to analyze each item as if it's its own business on a magazine or on a billboard. So, like, what works and what doesn't, and how can we move it so it gets better traction. So I'm really excited for you guys to kind of, like, deep dive into this menu, especially if you're regulars and you know exactly what you're looking for. You might have to look a little
You might have to look harder, because I'm like, okay, these two drinks sell so well, and I looked at where they were at on the menu, and they're the top of the menu, and I'm like, I mean, I love that they sell well, but I have something that has, like, a little better margins, and I wonder if I moved that to the top, is that going to become my bestseller?
Yeah.
And
it's fun to play with.
Yeah, I was, like, digging into the psychology. It was like, about anchor items and where you put your highest margins. Like, it was a really cool deep dive.
Yeah. We love a menu reprint. Mm-hmm. And we always want to do too much that we kind of have to, like, rein ourselves, or maybe me. I have to rein myself in. But there is one drink that we're adding. And I'm going to give you the name, but I'm not going to give you anything else.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Malibu Barbie.
Ah! Mm-hmm. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. We tried it out yesterday, and we're kind of nailing down the presentation of it, but the flavor is fantastic.
When I tell you, we tried 3 different versions yesterday. Last week, I tried 3 or 4 different versions. Yeah. I've spent a lot of money in product trying to get this perfect for the girlies.
I feel like a lot of people don't realize, too, is, like, we do get our menus reprinted, but do you know how much money it costs to, like, test things?
Research and development. Hey, that's Hunter's official title for Goldman.
I love that. Perfect.
Did you see that on his thing?
He loved
it. At the trade show?
He loved it. But yeah, we put a lot of effort into it. And we don't just like, if we add this, it'll be fine. It's like, no, make it exactly like that so that we can make sure. Because we're craft cocktails. A quarter of an ounce changes everything.
Everything.
So, and I don't know if a lot of people do this, but, like, we really go for color. Like, we're trying to get a color of drinks, such as, like, Malibu Barbies. Like, we had a color in mind.
In my mind, I'm like, this can't be a kind of pink. It can't be neon. Like, it had to be the perfect color.
So, that is a big aspect for us.
Well, because it's, like, the whole presentation, like, I'm not going to give too much away, but, like, this is a drink that, like, it's going to sell based off the name and the way it presents. Yeah. So it had to be perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. But the menu reprint's going fantastic. We're hoping to send it out by the end of the week so it's ready for Memorial Day and hopefully before that, just so we have it.
Yeah, just so my team at least has a week to, like, make these new drinks. And then at the same time, I'm also going to be throwing, I love a summer, like, or a mini menu, period. Like, I love a seasonal menu.
Yes, our mini menu is going to be fantastic. But our boy menu and, like, the main Golf Babe reprint will kind of always be there and just kind of test out the boy menu and see how that goes. Mm-hmm. And then the summer mini menu will go all the way through Labor Day.
Yep, Memorial Day to Labor Day.
So the whole summer you'll get to try out these drinks, and they're so good.
Very good.
We had a rep come in yesterday, and speaking of pivoting, they brought us a product that we just could not refuse. It matched our branding so well.
He literally said, if I can't sell it here, I don't know where I can sell it.
And I had to agree.
said, fair enough.
So
you're right on.
We are adding or changing. We're going to see what it looks like, but hopefully those lovely pouches that you guys loved for the spring menu will come back bigger,
for the
badder,
summer.
And better. So.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about that. I was like, hold up. And then they saw it, and they're like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, and it's really funny when, like, men step into girl world. Like, I think that they're, like, their minds really were, like, turning. I could see their little wheels. They're like, oh, that's so cool. We can do this. Like, it was cool to see their creativity spark being in girl world.
And they were so sweet. But when they walked in, they were, like, men. Like, men walked in. I was like, okay. For a lot of times, they're kind of just, like... Actually, no. I'm not even going to say that. We've had such good reactions from, like, men in the industry.
Yeah.
Like, Mom Water, Jack, fantastic.
Jack is adorable. Yeah. I don't know if you saw Bash Bestie started her new website, and she had testimonials, and Jack left her a little testimonial because her balloon arch was so good for his product. And I was like, oh, that sweet little boy.
Jack just got married.
Yay!
Congratulations, Jack, if you're watching.
I was going to say, the guys who came in yesterday, they already followed us on Instagram.
Oh, I love that.
It was really adorable.
They're so sweet. They really got into it. I really didn't know what to expect because the only reason we're in connection right now is for a Billfish Classic. Because we're carrying...
a manly event.
Yes. We're carrying a tequila that's branded for this Billfish Classic, which you will know about very soon, I promise.
I'm excited for that whole activation, too.
Like,
I'm so excited.
That's a whole topic right there. But they came in for, like, a very manly, very, like, burly event, and they stepped into this pink bar, and they're like... what about a mimosa? And, like, they just started going down.
Pivoting, yeah.
It was, like, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was super cool.
I love that. But I'm really excited for everybody to try our new menu. You'll see some different wines, or some wines taken off.
Yep.
I wanted added.
The chillable red section, I thought last summer that was going to pop off. And, like,
y'all broke our heart.
Broke my little baby heart.
It was fantastic, but, I can only lead you to the water. I can't make you drink it.
And one of the things that, like,
the wine.
Winston, one of our distributors, has always talked about has been, like, you can't do what you like. You have to do what the customer likes. And so I thought I was delivering something that could solve a problem.
Yeah, especially
people love red wine.
In our area, yeah.
Red wine for summer. Hello.
But humans are creatures of habit. So, you know, when they want their reds, they don't want it to be cold. Or maybe they do because that's how they have it at home. But when they're at a bar, I feel like a lot of people don't like to go out of their comfort zone because they're like, I'm paying for this. I want to pay for something I know I'm going to like. Although I think you guys would have absolutely loved it if you tried it because it is like the same cozy red feel, but you're not going to sweat because it's 80 degrees out and you're drinking like hot red wine.
Yeah.
But
so you'll see some of those taken off.
Yep. So those are coming off. I think for adding, this is a fun one. So we had a Nebbiolo on the chillable red section. And a lot of people don't know what a Nebbiolo is, but I think a lot of you would have absolutely loved it. But if somebody walked in and they knew what that wine was, they were like, it.
Oh my gosh, you have a Nebbiolo.
Yeah, like it was such a fun little, as Winston says, like a nerd out wine. So you'll see it on our bottle list, and it is served a little bit chilled. So if you want to come try it with your girls, do it. Andrea and I were kind of talking about how ordering a bottle of wine is much more affordable than you girls think it is. I think the price tag scares a lot of people.
I do too.
But you're actually paying less for a bottle, like for the glass.
By the glass, yeah. If you plan on having more than one glass, I'm like, you should honestly get a bottle.
Yeah. So, girl math it.
Yeah.
There's 4 of you. Get a bottle.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you can get a higher quality wine for a cheaper price.
Per glass,
if you and your girlfriend split it. And I saw at Pilates last Saturday that a group of girls were splitting bottles of wine.
Oh,
and I was like, look, y'all go.
I'm really proud of you guys. We have been selling a lot more bottles. Every time I check our item sales, I'm like, this is fantastic. Even at our last wine tasting. Like, people were buying bottles that we had on the menu before the wine tasting.
Before the wine tasting. I'm like, oh, y'all getting lit.
Y'all crack me up. I've been to wine tastings, but, like, you guys take it really seriously, and I love that. Our first wine tasting, we were not ready for how much you guys wanted to drink.
We were not ready. It was a really big learning experience, and now, like, I feel like we've gotten wine tastings to a T. Like, this is where we set up. This is how we check out. And it took a year almost. Like, I would say 9 months to, like, get that process down. And I'm just so thankful for our staff because our staff has always been willing to pivot.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, tips didn't work out that night. We're going to do tips a different way on wine nights. Oh, selling doesn't work out like that. Like, you know, we're going to come to the selling station. Like, we've just, like, always pivoted until we got the flow right.
We've got a great flow right now. And our staff can just, like, pick it up. Like, we're able to describe it in a text message, and they just, like, can pick it up and go. So it's fantastic. But I still think about that first wine tasting. How many martinis y'all were ordering with your wine was so funny. I loved it. Because I cannot mix.
Well, and back in the day, we were talking about this too. They would do martinis, THC drinks, wine, and I was like, you ladies are wild.
Uber?
Is your husband coming to get you?
And they did.
Yeah.
It was like an Uber pulled up or their husbands pulled up, and like the girls were like screaming on the way out to the car. That's so funny. That man was probably like, oh gosh.
He's like, what have I done?
What did I sign up for? But we'll see you ladies very soon.
Yeah, stay
With
tuned.
a new menu.
Yeah.
And stay tuned for next week so we can talk about what we're bringing for the Billfish Classic.
Yeah, that one's going to be fun. I'm really excited about it. Also, I'll give you a hint. It's because I'm from Texas. I feel like that is why I'm so excited.
This whole brand makes sense.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming along.
Bye,
Cheers.